she'll have to find a way to tip you.
All right, you guys, let's get started. So, should be able to see that okay. You're gonna sit up as tall as you can be in your chair, feet about hip width apart, lifting the chest. We're gonna elevate from the hips, shoulder blades go down and back. Last thing's always pulling the chin back, and then from here we just round. So tucking the tailbone, squeezing the tummy in, a little bit of flexion, and then rolling to extension. It should feel good, right? So flexion and extension, you're going forward and back with your spine. You've got a lot of mobility in that thoracic spine as well as the cervical spine. So lots of movement up above the hips. And then we'll go to the last time for flexion, looking down to the floor. And then the last time for extension. Make sure I muted everybody. All right, then come back to center. Let's go to that side lateral reach. So we'll take the left arm out, you're gonna shift the weight over to the left, you can add some motion with the hand and the wrist if you like. Remember, we always have those two options here. So you can either stay here, or to get more lateral flexion, you can take that right arm up, drop the left shoulder, and keep the core tight. Do what works for you, and then switch. So you're either here, the left arm up above the head, or here with the right arm out to the side. Either way, you're still going to get lateral flexion to the spine. Okay, other side. So the reason I really give you guys two modifications with this one is a lot of times we can get lower back pain when we do lateral flexion. Same thing when we do our rotation. This can be a tough movement for some people. So you always got those two options. Other side, switch. That means you're paying attention to your lower back, right? You're listening to it. It's going to tell you if it's painful and we should go in that motion. And I want to do one more over to that left side. Right arm here is going up, rotate to side. Think about squeezing your obliques. So the sides of the abdomen as well as the outsides of that table. And then go ahead and switch to the other side, you guys. I'm having a problem with my headphones. And then after you've held for a few seconds, we're going to go to our rotation. So you're going to take left hand to left hip, right hand's going to come across, and we're going to turn and look to the left. So rotation of the spine, keep your chest and chin up, don't look down, try and look straight ahead if you can, breathe easy, and then switch to the other side. So we've got left hand coming across, right hand to the hip, turning and moving here, squeezing and activating our core, and listening to your low back. And then we'll switch, other side. So remember, I give you the option to go further each time. If that's not possible for you, or it's painful when you go further, you're just gonna stay right at that angle. You're not gonna turn any further. Other side, switch. And I'm gonna go last time to that left side. So I'm gonna challenge you, see how far you can go. Some of us will be able to turn a little more behind us. That's a rotation to that cervical spine. And then when you're ready, other side. Again, last time, so go as far as we can without pain. And then when you're ready, back to center. We're going to move on to moving up our shoulders. They're just a little bit different though. So take your arms out to your sides, pull your shoulder blades down and back. We're going to start by raising our arms out in front of us, going up to shoulder height, and then taking the arms back behind us. So very similar to like that pendulum we would do on one side. This time we're using both arms. Okay, add a wrist turn here. So as you're going forward, turn your palms away from you. As you're going back, turn your palms to the back of the room. Nice and easy. Try to keep your shoulder blades down, especially when your arms come back behind you. Your shoulder blades are going to want to round up. So keep those shoulders down and just move from the arm. Okay. So now you're going to come up to shoulder height. You're going to turn your palms to face in. We're going to go out to the side and then back to center. So again, try to bring the arms slightly back behind you if possible. If not, just stick with your range of motion. For some of us, that might only be here, right? You might have to go all the way back, and that's okay. We're working on our range of motion, we're warming up our shoulders, we're warming up the chest and the upper back as well. Good upper body warm up here. All right, let's do 3 more here. We're going to go into an overhead motion. So finish this last warrior, wherever you're at, you're going to pause with your arms out to the sides. And we're going to try and reach those arms up and above the head. So just this upper body motion here, up and above the head. You're stopping at shoulder height. And again, doing your best to try to keep your hands in line with your shoulders. So if I turn to the side, I'm trying to keep this arm in line with my shoulders. The arm's not going in front of me. It's staying up almost in line with the ear. Shoulder blades stay down, chest stays up. Okay, last one. Go ahead, bring those arms down, roll those shoulders out. Lots of shoulder movement. Make sure you reverse going both directions with those shoulder rolls. We're going to move on to our legs, and we're going to do something a little bit different down there too. So I want you to start by nice easy march. Pick your feet up. Focus on a heel-toe march. So when your foot lands, the heel comes down first. And then you roll to the toes to lift the foot. All right. It's going to be a little funky. So we're really emphasizing like the roll of the foot. So you're rolling from the heel to the ball of the foot and then the toes, and then you just lift the foot up. So it's going to slow you down a little bit with that march, which is fine. And then after a few seconds, we're going to do only a toe march. So you're going to lift your heels up. The toes are the only thing that are going to touch the floor. So you're squeezing your calves, you're squeezing the back of the ankle, and you're keeping your pace. Let's check in with that posture as well. Forget about the posture. For 4, 3, 2, and then guess what? Heel march only. So toes come up, press the heels down, and light on the feet. Make sure you're not slamming your foot into the ground. And of course, you're keeping your pace. You should really feel this in the top of the foot and the front of the ankle. See how high you can lift those toes up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, it should be nice and warm. So go ahead and pick up a set of weights. I recommend using a lighter set for this exercise. We're going to combine 2 exercises. So I need you to scoot forward towards the edge of your seat. We're going to start with a nice easy hip hinge. So you're going to hinge forward on the hips. You're going to extend your arms out in front of you. And you're going to go for a row. So we're going to row. And then here comes the second exercise. We're going to fly. Try it. So we row. Arms go straight, and then you just bring them out to the sides. You're going to see why we're using a lighter set of weights here. Anytime we're extending our elbows and we're adding resistance, our shoulders to perform whatever movement we're doing. Right? We're moving the resistance further away from the body, making the shoulders work a little bit more. Check your breathing, and core stays tight. Spine stays long. Pull the belly button in. One more of each. And then go ahead and rest the weights, come back to center. We're going to continue to use these weights. I want you to rest them between the neck and the shoulder. So we're here. You're going to scoot a little bit further back in your chair. We're going to start with a back extension. So you're going to lean back, keep your spine up. You're going to tap the back of the chair and then come right back up. Now, I'm going to give you an option to make it a little harder. When you go back for your back extension, try to lift one leg up. And then do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to notice your core is going to activate a little bit more. You're going to feel it more in the abdominals and the lower back. If it hurts, we're not going to do it. So foot comes up, and then you go back from the hips. Always starting in this upright position, and then just lean back and tap the back of the chair. And it doesn't have to be a huge leg lift. The foot can just come up a little bit off the floor. Make sure, though, that you're keeping a straight line from your shoulders to your ears. That's fine, nice and long. Let's do one more on each side. Okay, last one here, lift the leg, go back and tap, come back to center. And then for this next one, we're only going to isolate, we're going to work one side of our body. So you need to walk your feet a little bit wider, and you need to scoot forward towards the edge of your seat. We're going to take this left arm, and you're going to rest your elbow on the inside of your left thigh. We are hinging forward here. Try not to drop the shoulders. Keep the shoulders in line, and then you're going to curl from that left elbow. So it's called a concentrated bicep curl. We're really focusing on that left arm. We're squeezing the bicep as we come up and slowly extending as we go down. Keep breathing. You're going to feel it in the arms. And then I am dropping that left shoulder a bit here, but really try to keep your spine as long as possible. All right, one more, and then you're going to switch. So you can come back up, rest the left hand on the left thigh. We're going to take that right arm in front of us, hinge forward, pin that right elbow in on that inner thigh, and then just curl. So you need to keep your knees in line with your toes here. If you don't, your knees are going to come in, and then you're going to hit your leg. So push the knees out, curl the arm. So concentrated bicep curl, focusing on the biceps, and exhaling as you go. We think four more. That feel all right? Hope your arms are burning. Biceps nice and strong. You got one more. Good job, guys. Guess what? We're going to do it all over again. So scoot forward toward the edge of your seat. We're going to sit up really tall. You're going to hinge forward from the hips. Go to your bent over row, and then your fly. So arms come out, palms facing in. Row to fly. Again, you've got options. If your arms are really feeling it, just set the weights down. Either way, you're keeping your spine long. Chest and chin stay up. And we're breathing. Make sure you're staying slow with both motions. Don't speed it up. Ooh, feeling it in that upper back. I like it. Actually helps work on that posture, right? You strengthen the upper back. One more. And go ahead and sit back up. So remember, we got to get a little bit further back for this you can use the weights where you can set the weights down. We're resting them somewhere comfortable near the chest, and then we're going to start with that back extension. So spine stays long, you're leaning back and tapping back the chair, and then you can add the leg lift too. So we leg lift, go back, tap the back of the chair. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see a little bit more about what I'm talking about by keeping the spine long. So the movement's from the hips, and we're maintaining that straight line. So from ears to shoulders to hips, we're just pivoting from the hips. So really, you're not moving the spine at all, right? Your thoracic and cervical spine just stay stable. And then when we add that leg lift, we just make it a little bit harder. Or should I say, a lot harder. Again, it shouldn't hurt. If it does hurt, just keep both feet to the floor. One more each side. And we're going to go back to those concentrated bicep curls. Guys. Okay, so back to that left side, scoot forward towards the edge of your seat, walk your feet wide, rest the weight in the right hand on the right thigh, left arm's gonna come in front of you, you're gonna hinge forward, you're gonna find the meaty part of your thigh, you're gonna keep your elbow there, and you're gonna curl. So you are keeping your spine long, you're dropping that left shoulder a bit, and we're breathing easy. This hurts your low back. We're coming into this position which is uncomfortable for you. You guys can always do bicep curls, right? You got options. Check in with your breathing too. It's easy to hold your breath. Three, two, and one. Okay, come back up and switch. So right arm goes out. We're straight in here. Don't bend your wrist. Your wrist in line with your forearm. Hit the elbow in and curl it. So this can definitely be tough on the low back and the hips. If you can't get into this position comfortably, just do your regular bicep curls. A lot of times when we do bicep curls, people have a tendency to want to curl the wrist too. So we're not going to do that. We don't want the curl to move up the wrist. We want to focus here on the biceps. It's not a wrist exercise, it's an arm exercise. All right, two more. And we're going to go to some sit to stands. So finish that last curl. Rest the weight. Walk your feet back to center. Pick your option with your sit to stand. If you're no weight, you're pushing off the chair, maybe you're standing between leg lifts, whatever works for you. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna hinge forward the hips. You're gonna push through the heels and we're gonna stand up. Really good form. Hips back, chest up, bend the knees, and do it all over again. Try to limit the momentum here, okay? Now, I'm going to give you another option. So, you're going to walk your feet narrow, and you're going to stand up. When you go back to sit, walk your feet a little wider, knees in line with toes, and have a seat. Try it. So, narrow stand, wide to sit. Again, if it doesn't feel right to you, you feel like you're going to miss the chair, or it's hurting, just do your regular sit to stance. Breathing the whole time. So really keeping the knees in line with the toes and the knees behind the toes. That's important. I want to do one more. We're going to stay standing. Okay, so get standing, arms down to the sides. We're going to walk around the chair and stand behind the chair. So you're going to need space for this next one. You might want to take a few steps back behind your chair so you're not going to hit it. You're going to need space out to the side and in front of you. So we're going to go shoulders down and back. Feet are hip apart. Knees are soft. We're going to go lateral arm raise to front raise. So you're gonna go out to the side, come center, bring the weights down, and then do it all over again. So palms turning in. And we're breathing the whole time. Don't block your knees. And keep your spine long. I'm gonna come to the front so you can see a little bit better. Keep going. So we're here, soft knees. From the side, same thing. So see how I'm keeping those knees nice and soft? I'm pulling my hips back. Hips should stay under the shoulders the whole time. Got one more after this. We're gonna take a break from the weights. Okay, guys. Finish that last repetition. Set your weights down to your chair. You're still behind your chair. We're gonna go to what I call a step back. So you're gonna start with that right leg. You're gonna push off on the left. You're gonna step and turn that right foot out. And you turn the foot out. Keep the knee in line with the toe. We're gonna do a little bend to the knee. Push the heel. Come back to center and do that same side again. So we step. You step and turn the foot. You sink into a little lunge, and then come back to center. The back leg is straight, but you're not locking your knee, right? You're pushing through your heel. Keep the chair at arm's distance, just in case you need a little extra assistance. This can be a tough exercise on balance. Keep breathing. And you'll notice I'm not bending my right knee too much. I'm not even getting to 90 degrees. You don't need to. You're feeling challenged with it, stay here. If you're not feeling challenged with it, try and sink a little bit deeper into that lunge. All right, I'll do 2 more. We'll finish this last one wherever you're at. And then guess what? Other side, we're gonna switch. So left leg comes out, big step, bend the knee, push the heel, come back to center. Again, if you need to, just keep a hand on the chair. You'll give you a little extra assistance with balance. Also, the bigger the step you take, the harder you're gonna make it. So if you're really struggling with your balance on this one, just go for a mini step and then a mini lunge. It's more about shifting the weight. Right, so we shift the weight to the left leg, and then we shift the weight back to the right leg. We come back, step out, weight to the left, coming back, weight goes to that right foot. So I like to step out. It makes you work your glutes a little bit more, right? We've got external rotation of the hip. And it's also a lateral movement. So we are working the outside of the thigh, and then the inside of the thigh when we bring the leg in. One more. And then guess what? Pick up your weights. We're going to do our sit to stand again. What? We're doing more sit to stands? I didn't agree to that. Too bad. So remember, you've got those 2 options. You can go narrow stance to stand. So feet come a little bit more narrow, push with the heel, and then step the legs a little bit wider. Or you can just do a normal sit to stand, right? Whatever works for you. Keep breathing. And always knees in line with toes and knees behind the toes. Chest and shin gotta stay up here. You are bending from the hips, but the movement's coming mostly from the knees. Don't miss your chair. Try not to swing forward either. I want to do 1 more. We're going to stay standing. Nice work, you guys. Walk behind your chair and stand behind your chair. We're going to keep those weights. So now we're going to go frontal raise and then out to that lateral. So palms facing your thighs, arms in front of you, frontal raise. Then come out to the sides and drop down and do it all over again. So I'm going to come to the front so you can see a little bit better. Remember, if this is too much with the weights, set the weights down. Just do the motion. So when my arms come out to my sides, I'm trying to get my elbows and my wrists in line with my shoulders. Chest and chin stay up, and guess what? Move your soft hips are back. We're looking straight ahead, we're not looking down. And let's get the exhale when the arms go up. Out in front. Ooh, good. Shoulders and upper back. Nice. 2 more. Last one. Nice work. Set the weights down. Okay, step outs. We just did these. Start with your right leg. Start with the mini one. Go hand to the chair. Step out. Bend the knee. Push the heel. Come right back. Remember, back leg is straight, but the knee is slightly bent. Mini bend there. Push the heel. This should not hurt. If it's hurting, keep your knees and toes facing forward and just do the lateral lunge. Watch those hips. One more. I'll switch. Okay. Other side again. You can keep the hand on the chair if you need it. I'm going to go a little over in time today. We're chatting a little bit for the first part of class. I'm going to go like 2 minutes over. If you need to leave, that's okay. Make sure you guys get your stretching in. And then feel free to challenge yourself with this, right? You can go a little bit bigger with our step, a little bit bigger with the knee bends. Through the heel, shifting weight to forward. Next one. Nice work, you guys. Hands on the chair. Walk the feet wide, real wide. Okay? From here, hinge forward the hips. So chest and chin still stay up. Right? We're hinging forward. You should feel the pull on the inner thighs. If you can go further forward into this forward bend, you can actually step away from your chair. Right? And you can hinge forward a little bit more. If not, if you're feeling the stretch, stay here. Continue to breathe. For 4, 3, 2. Now, before you come up, we're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. So you start by tucking your tailbone, and then rounding out the spine to come up. Walk the feet together, and then step to the right side of the chair. So we're going to go left foot forward, right foot back. You know you're going to let your stretch. We're going to pull that right leg forward. We're going to tuck the tailbone. We're going to elevate the chest. We're going to reach that right arm up. So looking for the pull in that right hip. I recommend keeping the left hand on the chair, but not leaning on the chair, right? It's only there for balance. So just go fingertips. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arm down, walk the feet back to center. Switch, other side. So now we're going to go right foot forward, left back. We're pulling the left hip forward, we're tucking the tailbone, and then elevating the chest, and then arm reach is optional. Forget to breathe and make sure you're not leaning on the chair. Soft hand to the right side. Right hand on the chair. We're moving out of the chair real tight, just nice and easy. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arm back down. Walk the feet back to the center. We're going to reach the hands out in front of us. You're going to interlock the fingers. You're going to collapse the upper back. Pull the shoulders forward and push the palms away. Guess what? We're not going to sit for our cool down. Uh-oh, you're going to sit standing. 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, come back to options, either interlocking the fingers back behind you by the tailbone, or taking the hands back behind the head and bringing the elbows back. Keep those knees nice and soft, standing, core still stays tight. Spirit still stays tight. Core still stays tight. Now you touch off this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. And end with those arm reaches. So soft bend the knees, reach the arms up, full extension here as high as you can go. Coming down slow. You can inhale up. Exhale down. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Nice work, everyone. I kicked your butt today.
I was a little late.
That's all right, Bob. Better late than never.
That's right.